Welcome dear students. This is class 10th CBSE August 14, 2020. Dear students, today we are going to start session 2 of our chapter word processing, and the session is inserting headers in a document. Inserting header in a document mean header is the top section that is appear on the top of page that is you created into any writer document. So for inserting header we have some steps to follow here. First of all, after opening our Microsoft Word, click on Insert tab. After clicking on Insert tab, click on the header button. Under the header button, a list will appear. Select the which type of header you want to insert into your document. After selecting the one, suppose I have selected this one, the header will appear onto the top of my page. So this is the steps how we can insert header into document. After inserting header, the document will look like this. Similarly, we can remove the header by selecting header and remove header under the header and footer group of the insert tab. Look at this exercise. Dash defines the area that appears just below the top margin of the page. It is header. Header is the area that appears just below the top margin. Next is you can delete the header from the header and footer group of the home tab. It is false because we can delete it from the insert tab. Any text or graphic that you insert in a header appears at the top of every page because every header always appears on the top of every page in a document. For example, there are 5 pages in the document, then the header will appear on all the 5 pages in the document. When you finish your work in header, you can close it from the file tab in the ribbon. Look at this. We can close it from the file tab in the ribbon by clicking on close header and footer option. Next is inserting footer in a document. As it clear from the name, the footer is the section that appears at the bottom of each page. Just like we can insert page numbers to our every page, the page number inserted by using footer. So for this we do the same method. Click on Insert tab, then click on Footer button. After selecting the footer button, choose the particular type that you want to see in the footer. Suppose I select here this. After selecting this, the bottom area, the footer area of the document will be appear like this. In the same method, we can close the footer area by clicking on File tab and then close on header and footer option. Now move to the exercise. Footer is a section that appears at the bottom of each page. The page number option is available under the header and footer group of the design tab. It is true because we can set the page number by going to the design tab option. Next, to start the page number of the document with a particular number, you need to select the Start At. It is Start At radio button in the page number format dialog box. Look at this. For setting page number, we have this step. Select the page number option under the header and footer group of the design tab. Click on Design tab. In header and footer option, select the page number. Then select Format Page Number option from the drop down list. The page number format will be appear on your screen. From here we can select the number format like 1 2 3, Roman 1 2 3, or any other option that are predefined in Word. Then This is page numbering. Page numbering means when we click on the continue from the previous section, then it means our page, suppose page number 1, we have 5 pages in the document, then it will automatically numbers all the pages from 1 to 5. And in start at radio button, suppose we are going to print the second part of any document, then the first part of the document contains 5 pages and we want to start that particular document from number 6, then we can click on the start at radio button and here we can select 6 and this will number our pages from 6 onward, and then click on OK to save the settings. The next session we have working with styles. Working with styles means to apply any type of text formatting or style to the text in the document. The style refers to some set of formatting commands such as font, font size, bold, italic, underline, font color, background color, highlighter, and many more. These all options are available under the Home tab. Home tab provides us the facility to format the font, format the paragraph as we did in the previous video. This is the style for the selected text. In this we can apply the predefined style instead of going to this font group. These include all the predefined styles for headings, text, font, and etc. By applying the style, when we click on this radio button, this drop down menu, then the list will appear and we can select the style from here for our selected document or for the selected paragraph. Now come to the exercise. Style is a set of formatting commands such as font, font size, bold, underline, and text color, which saves a lot of time and effort to make a document more attractive and eye-catching. Styles is the combination of title, heading, and paragraph style. The basic difference between style and styles is style means to format any kind of font with formatting commands, and styles means the group of predefined style for header, paragraph, and font. You can remove style by using delete style from quick style gallery option. It is true. The newly created style is displayed in the quick style gallery as well as style task pane. You can apply the style from the styles group of the insert tab. It is false because we can apply the style from style groups of home tab. The styles group option is present in home tab, not in insert tab. Now creating document based on templates. Based on templates mean templates are some pre-built styles. Look at the definition. A template is the basic structure to create a document easily and quickly, because it means when we are styling any document from predefined templates, then we have no need to modify or stylize that particular template, because the template is already styled, or each type of tab spaces, paragraph spaces are inserted to the document previously by creating templates. For creating templates, we have to follow these steps. Click on file, then go to new option. In new option, click on the sample templates. In sample templates option, we got a number of templates in the screen. Select the particular template that you want to create. After selecting the template, click on create button and the particular template will be created accordingly, and you can write the text as mentioned here. We can also create document using online templates. For this, same, click on file, then click on new, and now you have to click on office.com templates and search office.com templates from here, and the particular template folders will be available. Click on any particular folder and the selected templates including in the folder will appear. Then click on the templates, the template will visible here, and after selecting any template from this group, click on create button as we did in the offline template. Your template will be created. Let us move to the exercise. Templates is the basic structure to create a document easily and quickly. You cannot customize the predefined visual elements according to your requirement. False, because we can customize any predefined template according to our choice. You can create a document by using the installed and online templates. By using installed templates and online templates, these are two methods to create templates to create document using templates. You can see the template in my template gallery when you save the template in the templates folder. This is when we create our own template for a particular document. For creating your own template, we have some steps. Open a document that you want to save as a template. Select the file, click on save as box. Type the name of the Word document or give a proper file name in the file name combo box. Then select the Word template option from the save as type drop down list and click on save button, and your created template will go to the templates folder of new file new option. The next topic is working with page break and section breaks. Page break and section break means sometimes after writing few lines of a text on page, that we want to start our next document from a new page. Then in this case, we can insert a page break after the text we have entered earlier. For example, look at this page. My previous topic is finished here, and I want to print this new topic on the next page. Then I can insert a page break here. This will left the rest of the page blank and start this topic from the next page. This is an example of page break or section break. For this, select the text from where you want to insert a page break. Suppose in this document I want a page break from the second paragraph. Then I click here, then go to the page layout and page break option. In the page break option, click on the first option, that is page, because I want to print this part on the next page. Click on this option, and after selecting that, my selected paragraph will move to the next page and the rest of the previous page will remain blank. We can also insert section breaks. For inserting section breaks, we can select page layout tab, then breaks option, and then in section break select continuous option. It insert a section break and start a new section on the same page. An example of section break is, look at this page. My previous topic is finished here, and I want to start the next topic on the same page but with the new section. Then I will insert a section break here, and my next topic will be appear as a next section on the same page. Move to the exercise. Page breaks refers to a part in a document that separates two consecutive pages. By inserting page break in a document, you can add new pages. True. Use the Ctrl plus Shift keys in combination to insert the page break in a document. It is false, because we have to press Ctrl and Enter key to insert a page break. To apply different formatting margins or pages to the different portion of the document, you can divide the document into many sections. True. Dash tab is used to insert a page break and section break in a document. It is page layout tab. Look at this. This is page layout tab, and then breaks option will give us page break and section break facility. The next session is applying text formatting. Text formatting refers to the appearance and arrangement of the text in a document. You can apply formatting to single character of word, a line, or an entire paragraph. The text formatting includes basic formatting operations such as changing the font color, font size, text, and making the text bold, italic, strike through, superscript, subscript, and many more. The very first thing that we can do using font formatting is changing the font and font size of the text. We can do it by using going to home, select the text, go to home tab, select the font style from here and font size from this option. Look at this. This is for the font style, and this particular button is for size. Next is applying font style. We can give the font style like regular, italic, bold, and underline. This is also provided by home tab. Look at this: bold, italic, underline. This is strike through. This is subscript. For superscript, this is to make the text highlight, shaded. This is to make the text highlight. For font color, this is to change the case. For increase font size and for decrease font size. Now let us learn a new topic, working with Format Painter. Format Painter button is used to easily and quickly copy the formatting of one text and apply it to another text in a document. For example, look at this text. I give some font style to this text and I want to apply the same style for this particular selected text. So what will I do here? First of all, click the previously stylized text, select this like this. Select the previously stylized text and click on the Format Painter button. This will copy all the formatting of this text, including font size, font style, font color, each and everything. And now select the next text to which you want to apply the same formatting. Select the text and again click on the Format Painter button. This will apply all the previous formatting to the new text like this. And we can also clear the formatting. We can clear the formatting. For example, you want to clear the formatting for the particular text, then select the particular text and click on the clear formatting button to clear the formatting applied on the selected text. For example, here this they will select all the text, and after clicking on clear formatting, the text will appear like this. Now next we have change casing. Change casing option is this. Capital A and small a. We can change the case into sentence case, lower case. Sentence case means first letter capital and rest are small. Lower case, all the letters are in small. Upper case, all the letters are in upper. Capitalize each word means each word first letter would be capital here. Toggle case, this will toggle the any previous text formatting. Toggle means to opposite previous case of the font. Now move to the exercise. Formatting refers to the appearance and arrangement of the text in a document. You can increase the font size by pressing the Control and left square bracket keys in combination. It is false. We can press Control and right square bracket to increase the font size. This is for the this is to decrease font size. This combination is used. You can remove the text formatting by pressing the Control plus spacebar keys in a combination. Firstly, select the text and press the Control plus spacebar option to clear all the formatting. We can also do it by selecting clear formatting option. Next is in subscript, the selected text or character is placed slightly below the line of the regular text. Subscript mean when we write anything in the base of something, like H2O. H2O. 2 is in the base of H, so it is subscript for H. In sentence casing, all the letters of each word except the first letter are capitalized. It is false. Now inserting graphical object. Graphical object means to insert clip art. Look at this option. Click on insert option. We can insert tables, insert pictures, clip arts, shapes, smart art, chart and screenshots. These all are some graphical object that we can insert into our document. You all guys know very well about this section. Look at this. By clicking on insert smart art graphics, we can insert smart art into our document. For this we have some categories. The very first is all. This shows smart art graphic of all type of category. Next is list. List category refers to the type of smart art object that is used to show non-sequential information. Next is process. Process refers to the type of smart art object that is used to show the step-based information. Cycles refer to the type of smart art object that is used to show the process in continuation. Hierarchy refer to the type of smart art object that is used to show structured information. Relationship refers to the object that is used to show connection between two interrelated object. Metric refer to the type of smart art object that is used to show how various part of one large object fit with each other. Pyramid refers to that is used to show how various part of large objects fit with each other while showing the largest part. Next is picture. Picture shows a picture to illustrate information. For inserting smart art, click on insert tab and click on smart art button. After clicking on smart art button, this dialog box will appear on your screen. Choose a smart art graphic. All, list, process, cycle, hierarchy, relationship, matrix, pyramid and picture. By clicking on all the categories show list wise, but when you click on particular kind, then that type of particular smart art will appear. Select any particular smart art. Suppose click on this, the picture will appear and you can write and this is for the graphic, and a text pane appears also here. You can type particular text for the particular graphics here. For 1, 2, 3 and 3 types of text appears here. You can rename it as, when you type keyboard here, this will appear on this. Similarly with second and third. After finishing it, your document will be look like this. This is description for input devices and this is smart art graphic for inserting all the input devices. Let us move to the exercise. Clip art is a vector based graphic image in window meta file format. Clip art. When a picture is selected in document, the format tab of the picture tool contextual tab appears. This tab will appear only when we click on the picture. The process smart art graphic is used to show step based information in a document. True. The insert tab is used to insert shape and clip art in the document. The drawing tool contextual tab appears on the ribbon when you select a shape in the document. It is false. Drawing tool will never appear. Whenever we click on any shape, format tab will appear on the ribbon. I can show you. Look at this. Here we have only file, home, insert, page layout, reference, mailing and preview and view tabs here. But after inserting any clip art picture in the document, as I click on that particular picture, a new tab will be appear named as format. This tab will only appear when we click on that particular picture. Whenever we deselect it, we switch from this picture, then this tab will disappear from the ribbon. So students, that's all for today. Thank you.